Hi everyone, I recently took a trip to the Blue Mountains and I wanted to share my experience with you. If you're thinking about visiting, here's what to expect.
Start around here. So you've got 2773. They've got a really nice toilet for the ladies if they prefer to use that over the public toilet. So there's a few gift shops along here. So Con's on the corner here has my favourite coffee, and that's where we get our lunches. So it's pretty good in there. Next door is a bakery and a little shop that has like fruit yogurt cups with blueberries if you feel like that kind of thing. And a few doors up, there's an orange logo that says Foodworks. Now, Foodworks is just like a grocery store, so if you need any water bottles or any amenities or anything like that that you'd get from a grocery shop, you can get that from there. Now, the public toilets are on the opposite side of the tennis court, so I'll just point those out in just a second. So that's about where the toilet block is. So the quickest way to get there would be to go up the street and then up the side street here, or go around the park in any way that you go. But if you just go around the other side of the tennis court, you'll see the toilet block there. But like I said, the ladies is nicer if you want to take advantage of 2773. Take it, but the coffee's not as good there. It's usually a bit busier, so see how you go. Anyway, if everyone can please be back at 9:35, we'll depart.
So we have our second stop here, and we decided to choose some snackers. I don't know how to say. Just choose some meal, right? And just look at this. This is pretty nice. What you can choose here, and it's really highly recommended to taste. Lots of options. So, and finally we decided to choose some yogurt. It's organic yogurt and with berries like strawberry and raspberry and blackberry. I see. Just want to taste it. Delicious. Almost without sugar. Pretty natural. For $13, and it worth of it. And amazing atmosphere, and we really enjoy it. And here's the kangaroo pie, pretty nice. And another one. What else? What did we?
Juliana, the
Chicken pie.
Creamy chicken mushroom.
Okay, mushroom, yeah. And now it's time to go down over there. And it looks like quite dangerous path. So let's check what we have. Not too dangerous actually. Maybe Just some people are too scary, but it is okay. Yeah. If you use quite comfortable and suitable shoes, you will do it successfully. And even here, you can get water if you want. Oh. Oh. Amazing.
So for anyone who's just got down, I was just saying to you earlier that our man used to reside in this cave. This was his protection. He had a bit more of a wall that they've dismantled where he did his cooking, and his water tank just out here. The local people helped him a little bit, but he just wanted to be away from everything. Having said that, Lincoln's Rock is actually named after Lincoln Hall, who was an Australian mountain climber. He resided in Wentworth Falls, and after his death, this rock was renamed from Flat Rock to Lincoln's Rock. And Lincoln Hall was most famous for climbing Mount Everest and being pronounced dead at the top. And the next day, another team came up to the top of the mountain and saw old Lincoln up there with his shirt off in a severe stage of hypothermia. He was very disorientated and believed he was on a sailing boat. It's like, I'm moving, so I'm obviously on a boat. They managed to give him some chocolate and a breathing apparatus, and he eventually came to and realised that he's been on his own up on this mountain for now over 2 or 3 days or so from the beginning, and spent the whole night by himself. So they managed to eventually, with a bit of convincing, eventually get him off the mountain, and he did survive for another 5 years. If you're ever interested in searching Lincoln Hall's documentary, just put in his name, Lincoln Hall, into YouTube, and you'll find the hour-long documentary of his adventure on Everest, and it's quite interesting. So after his death, they changed the name of this rock. So there's also some nice little view just around the corner as well. For anyone who goes around there, just be careful on the other side where the bushes are on the further part. Just be careful because there's sheer cliffs directly under there if you go, but it is quite a nice photo location. And there's another cave over there as well, much smaller than this that you can see, not so much get into. So this is the sandstone. It's very people, and we soon made him Prime Minister of the country, and he was also the equal longest running Prime Minister. So if someone sings out, "Let's pull the stumps," what are they communicating? What does pull the stumps mean? Think about in a game of cricket. If someone pulled the stumps, what would they be communicating? Okay, so it just simply means let's go home. We're finished. That's what pull the stumps means. So anyway, guys, tally up your scores, and then we can dose out some Tim Tams before or after lunch, depending what the winning team wants to do. Use water, that kind of thing. We'll sort that out. Leave anything on the bus that you like. And then once we've sorted everything from the toilet block, we can make our way down the path, and then we'll start the hike down here at Jamison Lookout when everyone's ready. Any questions, guys? Questioning the stairs that go to the bottom of the waterfall and don't necessarily want to descend 100 metres of sheer stairs, 374 stairs, and large old stairs too, probably more than that compared to your central station kind of stairs. But anybody who's not feeling like necessarily going to the bottom, you can just take note that 5 minutes after the top of the fall, you have that really spectacular canyon walk, and just after that is where the stairs just go all the way down practically to the bottom of the waterfall. So at that point, most tours, I have a few people or more depending, who just like to enjoy the view from up there. So if you're at the back of the group or you're not sure and you don't want to go down those stairs, by all means don't force yourself. It's most important that you can get back up, otherwise it's extraordinarily expensive. And you don't want anybody to go through that again. So like I said, it's about an hour and a half hike, and then we'll have lunch for half an hour up in the park. So we'll have lunch at about 12:45 or so. So if you are happen to spread out and lose the group, just try to be back up here around then, so you can be up here for lunch. Now, does anybody have any questions? Large fires, maybe every decade or so, sometimes more frequently. At the moment we haven't had any bad fires for over 5 years. But when a fire does come through, it might move through at about 40 kilometres an hour or so, generally at quite a pace. If it came over the top of the cliff or up with the wind speed, we can jump these areas and continue on the core of the fire in the direction of the wind. But a lot of these species under here have a lot of extra moisture, protection from the cliffs and the core of the fire when it does come through, so they get to continually stay living along areas that are like this geography around the mountains. So around the corner here we'll see a lot more that are growing in the full shade with very dark bark. So probably about 2 minutes around the corner we'll see those. So most of those are no longer in the forest because they don't fare very well with the bushfires. So we're lucky that they are protected in these areas here. So we'll continue on in a moment when we're ready, and we'll have a Fletcher's Lookout in about 2 to 3 minutes. The bridge on the north side.
Alright.
So if I don't drive for example, if I need to go pick the bus up in the morning to the new road ferry, which is 15 minutes out of the CBD towards the airport, it will take me 17 minutes in the morning. If I tried it with public transport, it'd take an hour 20.
Oh no!
Yep. Because there's a 35-40 minute walk that I just have to do. You've got to walk to the bus stop, and then you've got to have to walk when you change trains or buses. You've got to walk between Wynyard and Central, which is a good kilometre walk. And then you've got to have this connection. have one from your home country if you feel like it, go for it.
Same place to sit near the
Yeah, just up on the left hand side. So anybody who doesn't feel like going down the stairs, that's not a problem. There will be seating up on the left hand side here, or you could go back up to the other waterfall. But if you do stay up here, we'll be back up in about 45 minutes or so. You could go to the car park if you felt like it, or wait for us, we come back through, whatever you like.
So guys, I hope you enjoyed the trip. Would you recommend it? And who do you think this tour is best for? So, if you ever get the chance, definitely check this place out. It's 100 worth it. And for sure, don't forget to subscribe